We see you, you blessed ones, and we mean that. You go down to the river's edge with your boat and you put it in the water, and almost without exception you turn it upstream and begin paddling. And we say, why not turn and go with the flow? And our physical friends say, that just seems lazy. Everybody I know is paddling upstream. If you want to amount to anything, you got to paddle and you got to get good at it, and look how good I am at it. And then they say that all of the rewards are given to those of us who paddle upstream. The monuments, the books are written about us that really try hard. The bigger our struggle, the bigger our monuments, is what you tell us. And often you say, and I am told that after I die, there are many more rewards if I struggle very hard against this stream. And we always listen kindly because we understand what life has been teaching you, and we know who you've been interacting with. We know what you're doing, but we want to say to you in a way that you will never ever forget it, nothing that you want is upstream. Not one thing that you want is upstream. And the reason we know that is because we know how this cycle works. We know that you are source energy. We know that contrast causes you to ask. We know that the asking is answered by source. And we know that the law of attraction is responding to that evolved version of you. We know that the stream is moving this way. And we also know if you did not have a powerful stream moving, if you had not already vibrationally really become something different than you are, you would never ever feel any negative emotion. If you were always up to speed with the evolved version of you, you would always feel elation and eagerness and passion. But when you feel less than that, it means right now in that thought, whatever it is that you're having while you're having whatever emotion you're having, you are thinking a thought that is different. You're setting up a frequency is different. Law of attraction is responding to both vibrational versions of you, and you are in some way pulling yourself apart. And that's what causes this vibrational gap. The vibrational gap between who you're being now and who you really are. You have the right to focus on anything and to activate any vibration within you that you want. No one will ever keep you from that. No one ever could keep you from that. Just know that when you feel negative emotion, it's your indicator that you're doing that. And if you don't do something about it, don't worry, that indicator will get bigger. And if you don't do something about it, don't worry about it, that indicator will get bigger until in time you'll have a manifestation that will be an alarming indication of what your vibrational patterning has been. But no worries, doesn't matter. You can change your vibration pre-manifestation or post-manifestation. You have control at all times. There is no place that you cannot get from where you are. No exceptions. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing that is off limits. We see our greatest value to you in making it obvious which way you want to go. So we'll play with you and we'll tease you and we'll harass you as much as you can stand. And we'll get you pointed in the direction of what you want. And it is our knowing that by the time you leave this gathering, you will be moving more in the direction of what you want. And it doesn't take very much of a shift in your vibration before manifestations begin to show themselves to you. It's such an exhilarating thing to be in a physical body and explore the contrast and then give birth to a desire that at first you're not a match to. And then feel the discord within you as you've become something that your habit of thought is not letting you keep up to speed with. In other words, I want this, but my belief is keeping me from going there. But now consciously recognizing that I've got some discord, and so reaching for an improved feeling, because the improved feeling is such a wonderful thing. People will say, why should I do that? And we say, you'll feel better. And they say, no, but really, why should I do that? Will it get me to where I want to be? And we say, not immediately, but you'll feel better. And they say, bummer. I don't want to just feel better. I want to get to where I want to be. And we say, we want you to feel better. And if feeling better will become your most important intention, if the way you feel matters more than anything else, then you'll begin to move in the direction of all things that you want. There is so much exhilaration in coming into this contrast and having this buffet to choose from. And there is even satisfaction in knowing what you don't want so that you know what you do want. And there is this wonderful realization that comes from having a desire that you know you're not a match to, and then deliberately reaching for improved thoughts until you feel the ease of the releasing of resistance. And then as you get into this feeling where you're around the emotion of hopefulness, or more positive anticipation or expectation, now you're beginning to see the evidence along the way. Things start showing up for you that give you even greater feelings of optimism. It is such an exhilarating thing to mold the energy. We never see you as a sculptor take a big glob of clay and slap it down on the table and then complain, oh, it didn't turn out right. You want to get your hands in it, and you really want to get your hands in this life. You wanted to explore contrast. You wanted to know what you don't want. You wanted to identify what you do want. You wanted to be able to feel the difference. You wanted to know when source energy had gotten hold of something. You wanted to be able to feel the expanded version of you in relationship to the not expanded version of you. And you wanted to use your emotions to let the not expanded version of you turn and become more the expanded version of you. And you wanted to feel the molding of that energy, and you wanted to experience then the manifestation of that new idea. And you knew that with every manifestation of every idea, there would be more contrast that would give birth to yet more. You knew that you are an eternal being. You knew that you would never get it done. You knew that there would be no ending to the widening and the closing of this gap. You know that it's the process of life. But not once did you ever decide from your non-physical point of view that you would feel defeated along the way, because you knew that you were constantly expanding. We want you to leave this gathering with this renewed sense that you are an eternal being, therefore you will never get it done. Therefore you will always be in the position where life has caused you to want something that you're not yet vibrationally up to speed with. And we want you to relax in that knowing and turn in the direction of what it is that you want and enjoy your ride on the river. We want you to realize that the whole point of this thing that you want is to give you the ride on the river. Think about it. You go on vacation, you're at home, you have several places you're going to go along the way, and then you're going to go back home. Not one of you ever looks at your itinerary and says, oh, wait, I'm home, and home is my final destination. Why go? I'll just check this vacation off the list. I've accomplished that. You don't go on the vacation to get it done. Life isn't about getting it done. It's about the joy of the journey. It's about the new ideas and the exposure to the ideas. It's about the feeling of expansion and the knowing that I'm not up to speed, and then the molding myself into alignment, and the thrill of watching the cooperation of the universe line up to my expanded awareness. It's about knowing that I'm not in alignment and then deliberately getting in alignment. It's about molding the energy of me. It's about the hands-on creation of life. That's what it's all about. If you wanted to be in this place where you didn't have much to think about, you would not have projected yourself into this powerful leading edge environment. You're here because you love creating. So, what do you want to talk about? Begin right here. You are the one.